Good morning, students. To the continuity of yesterday's class, we'll be seeing today also about media planning. So we'll be talking about today about different types of media and how they are planning it. Okay, so media planning. So just to give an introduction about media planning, whether it is an art or a science. So to talk about two things about science or an art, no? So that we can take two factors as myth. So media planning is a myth or media planning is a fact. So myth is actually it is a science. It is all about numbers, scheduling, deadlines, and low salaries. So this is what related to myth, and we can relate it to science also because we are talking about schedules, we are talking about deadlines, we are talking about numbers and salaries. The persons who are working in that particular field. So it might be called as also science. And when coming to fact, the reality part, so it is actually an art and it is all about strategies. It consists of series of decisions made by the advertisers to answer the question of a targeted market. So where we are advertising the product and many queries will be coming from the targeted market. But what is actually the reality is the message, the best way to give the message to the target market. So here best means actually you don't think the other side of thing. Best means largest part of market. Okay. When you're targeting largest part of market, so we call it as here in this particular topic, it is called as a best and at best price and in best media environment for the message. This is what actually we should take for best. So finding the what is the reality. This is the reality apart from science or not. No, this is what about media planning is actually when we go for the best way to give the message to the target market. So this is what actually the reality of media planning is, and what are all the strategies need to be taken. So who we should really target? Who are all our main targets? So according to that, we can plan. Yesterday also in online class we were talking about this, and how many prospects do we need to reach, and how many times. These are all the things we should calculate. So what is the real prospectus and in what way we can reach them and how many times we can do if you are going for any advertisement and any reaction should we take as a result of media. So that is based on by the competitors and use the same media mix as competitors, allocate same weightage for as competitors or ignore competitors. So what reaction we are going to give. So whether you are going to use the same thing what competitor is doing, same media mix, or you are going to find out some other method, or you ignore whatever the competitors are doing. So this is the reaction part. What from our company side, what we are going to do, and another continuity of this. What are the strategic decisions? No. So really, in which market you are going to target? So geographical region we are talking about here and whether we can go for geographical rated weightage and what type of scheduling. So either we are going for continuity or flighting or pulsing, and when should we really give weightage for the advertisement and whether media have support any other support promotions and how much really the budget we are going to support. Okay, that is the main thing here when you're talking about support promotions, how much of budget. So we'll talk about in the coming slides these particular points and all. So this is actually the changing media landscape, the present trend. So traditional media, so televisions, radio, newspapers, magazines, outdoor, direct mail. These are all the things we people follow traditionally. So then traditional but different. Sponsorships, then organizing events. Okay, these are all the things where you can go for any sponsorship, any program is being conducted, or you can organize events under the banner of your company. Then the present media. So what is it really the companies are looking for? Internet advertising or interactive. So any wireless search ads where you are seeing in when you are opening any site, no, where you can see lots of advertisement in that sites. Then you can go for blogs. And then video games are there. Then you can go for even paid research. So you can ask for any company to do a study and you can pay to that company. And nowadays, every people know about social media platform where many companies give they plan advertisement even in social platform, that is social medias. So these are all the things actually talking about in changing media landscape and new medias. What we are talking in the last point. So mobile phones or smartphones. So that is wireless media and social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, many things nowadays, WhatsApp, Telegram, everything is through social media only. Then blogs. So even now in most of the colleges, I don't know how many of them are having separate blogs and all. So where you can go for online information for specific content. And I think everybody will be playing these games, video games. So brand integrated, where few companies name itself is being identified with the help of the game. And paid search I told you. So where you can pay to any particular company and uh, they will be doing the research for that particular company and they will be giving the result finally. And what are all the factors leading to change? Nowadays, consumers are really busy and very time crunched. Mostly people sit in the handset or mobile. So people normally they target only wireless mode of communication or any what is it we told social media platform. Then multitasking, people are become multitasking, becoming more prevalent, and lifestyle of people have changed a lot. So that is the main thing. People, whenever I don't know how many of them are listening to radio and all. It has become less, and mostly nowadays technological changes or developments. So people adopt. Even if you go to any rural area, no, people they use latest mobile phones which is available in the market. So they get also information related to that, and then consumer attitude towards media. So that is the main thing also. People look everything differently nowadays. So their attitude towards media has become totally different. And when you're going for a media plan, so you should three things you should have. Yes, we have talked about these 4 points yesterday: setting media objectives, determining media strategy. That 4 points we have seen. So we are discussing in a broad manner in this slide. Situational analysis depending upon situation, then marketing strategy plan, then you can go for creative strategy plan. So which area you are going to really talk, like that you can plan, and you can go for if it is depending upon situation. If sometimes competitor is doing something, because of that situation you might be taking different strategy. And for any new product or existing product, you will be designing a new strategy plan for, for any particular medias. Then you can think for creative strategy apart from competitors what they are doing. No, so you can think and you can go for these 4 points what we have discussed in yesterday's class, and you can go for media use decision broadcast. Then either you're going for print or digital media or any other media. So you can plan like this. So which media you're going to go for? Like that is what here. Main thing what we are going to we are talking in this slide is either you're going for situational analysis or marketing strategic plan or creative strategy plan. According to that you can classify and you can follow these steps. And so yesterday we have completed this particular point. slide, developing a media plan. So this is what we have discussed. So I am not going to discuss in this slide in depth as we have discussed already. And this is actually index number. Using index numbers also you can calculate you can go for media plan. So percentage of users in demographic segment and divided by total population in the same segment into 100. So you can calculate very easily. So if you are going for age wise now, so you can use the demographic and what is the total population, that also you can calculate. And this one is brand development and next one is category development index. These two things we will discuss. So what is brand development index is we can calculate the percentage of brand to total sales in the market and percentage of total population in the market. So what is the total sales we can find out for the company and divided by the population in the market into 100. And next one is category index. So total product category sales in the market and total population in the market. So category. So what are all the category sales? We can easily take which category is moving very high. If you're going for any toilet soaps, no? So which category is moving high, we can find it out and we can, from the population, we can find it out and calculate category development index. And from that using brand development index and category development index, no, we can go like this. So high market share and good market capital. So BCG matrix you can go. And these are all the extra information I am giving this slide and all. So you can view this slide and you can have a very wide knowledge with this. So what is high brand development index and high category development index is, this market usually represents good sales potential for both the product category and the brand. So like that we can classify based on this BCG matrix for each and every slide. And this is what actually we talked in the previous one. This is diagrammatic representation. So you can view this slide slowly and you will have a, if you're having very good knowledge from BCG matrix which you have studied in strategic management, so you can implement here also. So this is media strategies. How we are going to develop media strategies, you should consider during the plan development itself. So you're going to go for what type of media mix and really the market coverage, then geographic coverage, then scheduling. So what is the reach and frequency? So whom you are going to really reach and how many times you are going to telecast and what is the creative aspects and mood of the consumers you can find it out, and flexibility and what is the budget. So these are all the things you should take into consideration while going for media selection. So this is the main thing. So what type of medias we are going to use and whom we are really going to target. So everything we can find it out and which area you're going to go for. So everything you should have a very big strategy and media mix. No? So here we'll talk about so each and every points. No? So we can talk about what is the real objective. So whom you are going to really target and what are the service characteristics you're going to speak. So for each and every individual, what are all the preferences and which platform you're going to enter, either print or television or radio or web, like that and all you will be planning to select. Next one is who you are going to really target. So target market proportion. So this yellow part on the first picture, that is your real target market. So from the entire population. And second picture shows about full market coverage. And third one is partial market coverage. And fourth picture will be showing about coverage exceeding target market. That is because of media overexposure. So these are all the things we can talk about. So which area you're going to really target? So whether which for first three things you can really go for that. Okay. So it will be very easy for you if you're having knowledge about media and all, what I'm talking now, and scheduling methods from whether you're going to give for a full year or flighting. So first 5 months and again break 2 months and 1 month again break. So per year you can split up, that is flighting. And pulsing is, so here from the picture itself you can easily understand. So which month you are going to give. So from the month of January mid to April mid, where the advertisement you can give at a peak, and during the month of June to July mid, again you can go for some increase. Other times and all it will be the same, but continuity and all it will not be there. For entire year it will be the same type. You can schedule like that. And reach and frequency, yes, that is what actually we are talking about. So we are going to go for only one particular program, or you're going for two programs. This is what actually total market audience reached for one program, and the total market audience reach for two programs. Like that you can plan, so you can intersect. So what are all the market factors determining frequency? It is either we can talk about loyalty, brand share, usage cycle, everything you can talk when you're going for finding out the marketing factors to determine frequency. So when you're going for high frequencies, no, frequencies means number of times you can tell. Target groups you can talk, purchase cycles you can talk, and you can talk of share of the voice and brand history you can talk. So like that and all you can keep on determine the frequency. And these are also things. So what are all the media factors? So either going to go for repeat exposure or editorial environment, number of media used, attentiveness, scheduling or cluster. So so these are all the things it will be determining the frequency for media, to determine the media factors. So the 6 points. So number of media used. Say a company will be using three or four medias to really target the audience, and then overall really viewing the advertisement either in print media or in digital media. So I don't know how many of them really understood what I am talking. So this is the thing. If you are really watching advertisement either in paper or in medias, that is digital media, if you are really watching it, you can easily talk about these particular points and all, and then creative aspects. No? So this is the main thing. Why 10 seconds advertisement and all, they give lots of creativity. So media may drive strategy, or they'll be having strategy may drive media. This is the vice versa we can talk about. And media and creative departments must work closely together. Why? Because to make the consumers to sit and watch for 10 seconds, it is very, very difficult. And to make uh, an information for the consumers in 10 seconds, it is also uh, very much knowledge you should have. So you should have lots of creativity for that. So and you should also create very good mood. So and certainly we should plan proper time for creating that particular unwantedly. If you're telecasting advertisement in some areas, no, people will not be interested to watch also. That is also main thing. Okay, so creativity and mood, and this is actually for media planning strategies. This is what we're talking about: availability of media, and then changes in media or media vehicle, market opportunities, and what are all the market threats. Based on flexibility we can find it out. So nowadays there are lots of availability of media, either if you're going for digital platform, or you're going for print platform, or you're going for the new methods of platform, whichever you're using lots of competitors, so we can easily have many people in that. And you can also change the medias or media vehicle. And market opportunities, really we should find out. And then market threats, everything is there. And then talking about media strategies, this is what uh, we were talking about, which area you're going to really target. So we can classify each and every area, advantages and disadvantages, and evolving from media objectives. No, it can be described how they will be accomplished, and then it will be reflecting specific course of action to be taken, and different media types and mixes to determine best way to achieve the objectives within given budget. These are all the media strategies actually. And then this is the thing, talking about different medias which is available for the companies to really target the audiences. And first thing is, today we will be talking about television, the advantages and limitations. It will be having mass coverage and high reach also will be there, and very good sight, sound and motion will be there, and high prestige. So if you're watching advertisement in television, so it will be like high prestige and low cost per exposure. Please underline the word per exposure. And you can easily get the attention and favorable images. These are all the advantages. And the disadvantages is short message, high absolute cost. So certainly I told underline the word per exposure in the advantage side. And this one is high absolute cost. Then production cost will be high, and sometimes low selectivity also. To prepare the advertisement at all, it will cost, if you are using very good personalities and all, the production cost will be going high. Then radius, so it will be mostly nowadays, the major one advantage is low cost, high frequency, flexible. You can have very good flexibility when you want to telecast. According to that, you can have very good flexibility, low production cost, and really you can go for well segmented audience nowadays. If you are seeing overall listening to the radio means, so it's only young people, that is age group of between 17 to 25. So that is certainly well segmented audience I told. And then local coverage you can get. Major disadvantages, it's only audio and low attention, because people normally are poor in listening, so low attention. And fleeting message means where the message will be fast, then clutter. This is also one main disadvantage for radio advertisement. And then magazines, so where you can go for only segmental potential. Only few people will read magazines, and the two, depending upon the category, gender, age group, everything we can talk. So only we are putting, we can easily segment. Then quality reproduction will be there, and information will be very good in print media. Then longevity, where you can talk about long histories, then multiple readers. So if you are reading today, no, again tomorrow somebody else will be reading that same from that same book or paper. So multiple readers. Major disadvantages, it is only visual and lack of flexibility and lead time for ad placement. So we should plan properly, then only it will be successful. Lead time, so you can see, so mostly advertisement will be there only on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays in newspapers. Please go and check the two Saturdays and Sundays. No, they will be splitting. Saturdays means it is full of real estate companies. They will be giving advertisement on Saturdays. So please go and check. So lead time for ad placement, it is very difficult actually. And then newspaper, and high coverage, low cost, short lead time for placing ads. Ads can be placed at interested locations by the company, so it will be very much timely. And you can have readers control exposure, can be used for coupons. I don't know how many of them have seen this. So even yesterday, sorry, so last week I have seen if you bring this paper cutting, you can get a discount of 50 rupees on a theme park. Like that and all, they'll be giving disadvantages. It is very short life. Again, here clutter will be there and poor reproduction quality. And it is mainly selective readers only will be there in this newspaper advertisement. Okay, then outdoor location we can major advantage location we can select and high repetition and it will be easily noticed. And major disadvantages it is short ads and local restrictions and short exposure of time within 2 days or 3 days it will be removed from that place. Direct mail, so high selectivity, reader controls exposure, high information content will be there and then repeated exposure opportunities அப்படியே highlight ஆகும் that information only we are talking here. And major disadvantages is poor image or junk mails and major advantage for 3 points. This is the third time I'm repeating clutter. So you please find out what is the meaning of clutter. Okay, and internet. So major thing about internet. So you people know better than me talking about internet and all. What are all the advantages and disadvantages? So users select product information. User itself can select product information and attention of user and involvement and interactive relationship you can have. Direct selling potential also you can create flexible message platform. Convenient timing. And major disadvantages is limited creative capabilities, then crowded access, then sometimes few people may not be knowing about the technology, so that is a major problem, technology limitations. Then few valid measurement techniques, and main thing is limited reach. According to our Indian environmental conditions we can include this point, limited reach. Then evaluation and follow. So this is what will complete the second unit. So how well we have devised the strategy, whether we have really achieved the media objectives, and how well the media plan contributed for the overall marketing for communication objectives. And if it is okay, you can go use it again, or you should analyze what are all the problems is there, flaws, any hiccups or problems means you should analyze the flaws and you can change the media plan. So this is what actually the second unit we will be talking about, media planning and media strategy, reach, frequency, everything we have discussed in this particular video or the previous class. Thank you students for the patience for listening for nearly 28 minutes.